Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well and teach his truth with all honesty and sincerity, great diligence. Shalom to the Akim that pushed his truth with all honesty and great diligence to wake up the whole elect of Israel. Double shalom to you, Akim that come look like the heathen, but you are in fact of the stock of Israel. And you hold near and dear this truth and follow the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, wherever you might be scattered. And shalom to the few sincere Aquatim that listen and learn in silence, playing your creation role as the Lord commanded you to. It's your brother Azar from GMS St. Louis, and you've seen in the news about the California fires, and it's Esau beginning to be brought low, as well as his kingdom being divided and him trying to impose his enterprise on the world, which is a global domination, or the New World Order, as they say. And it's just prophecies being revealed, coming to pass. Esau's being judged. I'm going to read, this is Matthew 12, and I start at 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And that's what we seeing. We seeing this kingdom, Esau's queendom, being divided. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And you see these Edomites are, divided against themselves. You got the super rich elite who, are at the pinnacle of society. The puppet masters, they're against the lower level Edomites, man. They've withheld the blessing, and their heaven, if you will, their rulership, they withheld that from the majority of Edomites, man. They're imposing on their rights, you see, and they being treated just like those in subjection, those of the captivity. You see, so this place is going down, and pursuing the Deuteronomy 30 and 7, the curses that have been put on Jake are being put on Esau, man. The curses that the Israelites have been suffering from are making their way to the Edomites, man. And Esau is trying to put these 15-minute cities up, these smart cities up, but he has to what? Destroy the old so he can implement the new. Play a little quick video. Well, a couple.
A live look at the fires that are happening right now out there in Southern California. This map, it shows the spread of multiple wildfires that have truly destroyed thousands of homes in the Palisades and surrounding areas. Now, the largest, the Palisades fire, that destroyed over 20,000 acres so far. We know at least 11 people are dead and at least 180,000 forced to evacuate as at least 5 separate wildfires rage across LA, with authorities expecting the death toll to increase. ABC's Johnny Fernandez has the latest.
Over 100,000 residents remain under evacuation orders in the Palisades, Eaton, Hearst, Kenneth, and Lydia fires, according to the Los Angeles County Sheriff. This as firefighters continue to battle the wildfires spread across the Los Angeles area. The largest, the Palisades fire, has now scorched over 21,000 acres and destroyed thousands of structures. Residents returning to find their homes reduced to rubble.
Never in a million years would we think that a fire would come down and completely destroy not just this neighborhood, but half or more of the entire Pacific Palisades. It's devastating. It's surreal. It's hard to put into words.
The Eaton fire in Altadena and Pasadena, believed to have destroyed more than 7,000 structures and homes.
But I will tell you, it looks like a war zone. I've never seen anything like it. You can go blocks where there's.
Hey, speaking of war zone, I remember, because play Call of Duty. I remember when I got Call of Duty Ghosts, the storyline of it took place in California, and they had a DEW. If you know what that means, um, they had one on a satellite up in space, and they shot it down into California, and it destroyed a lot of just the same as you see happening now. A DEW. For those that know what that means, direct energy, they had it pointing down, and it was called Odin. The weapon was called Odin. You can go back and visit that storyline on Ghosts, Call of Duty Ghosts. It showed this DEW shooting the laser down and just destroying California. So these things are not coincidence or by happenstance. Like it's an agenda to destroy the old and implement the new.
No homes.
In Washington, President Biden pledging to pay for 100% of the state's immediate costs for the next 180 days.
The scope, the scale, and the erratic movements of these fires is truly unprecedented. I mean, it's truly unprecedented.
Johnny Fernandez, ABC News, New York.
These Edomites getting hit hard. Hey, and it's, it's their downfall is happening. Check this out. Same thing happened in Maui. And also those chariots that they seeing, that we're seeing, on a daily basis, they have the ability to do the same thing, So whether Esau is doing it to himself or the Lord is causing the angels to, tear them down, their demise is right at hand. But it is alluding to, this is a part of Esau's plan to out with the old and in with the new, putting in these smart cities, these 15-minute cities, The Roman Empire is falling, man. We go to the book of Ezekiel 35, and I started from the top. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. You see? And it goes on to say, verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and the time that their iniquity had an end. See? So the Lord is against these Edomites, man. And you're going to keep seeing more destruction upon them. Let's go to the book of Malachi. I started from the top. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. This is Malachi chapter 1. Verse 2, I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, Wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord. Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. You see? So these Edomites thought that they was getting away with all the atrocities that they have done around the world, especially unto the Israelites. But the Lord said he had indignation with them forever, man. You see, the Lord, Esau had to get up to a certain level of wickedness, man, before the Lord is going to judge him. And we seeing that this man just, he, is never satisfied, even with the amount of wickedness that he commits. He has to go more and more, you know. He has to complete more and more wickedness, man. And that's just their lot. That's what they are created to do, being those vessels of unto dishonor. Let's go to the book of Second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9. Matter of fact, I'll start at verse 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. Me also they shall be ended, by none other. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question, Ezra, asked thou not. So what the angel was telling Ezra, that was symbolic when Esau and Jacob were born, that Esau came out first and Jacob held his hand. Jacob's hand held Esau's foot. It's symbolic for Esau being yanked out of rulership by the Israelites, man. by the descendants of Jacob through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You see, the Lord is going to lead the charge on this. You see, the men of the Lord are out on the highways and byways prophesying the downfall of this place, spiritually weakening this place, and the Lord is going to do it physically. And he's also going to raise up men with spiritual powers to help him and the angels take part in it. You know, we not trying to move not a moment sooner than the Lord give us those bodies, man. Because remember, Esau's blessing is the sword. That's why go and look up the modern day weaponry that Esau is inventing, man. You see? Um that's his blessing, man. And that's how he has ruled and gotten everything he has by the sword. But these nations think that they're going to be up next, especially China. You're wrong. It's going to be the Israelites who's going to be the next world powers, the next world judges, the next world rulers, man, on earth. This is Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. You see, those are spirits in those elements, man. You see, and they appease the wrath of the heavenly Father. Matter of fact, I'll get to that. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, when in their fury lay on sword strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them, which is Yahweh. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance, like teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. You see? Therefore, from the beginning I was resolved, and thought upon these things, and have left them in writing. You see? So, these things were declared from the beginning. And it's just a matter of it playing out on earth, man. On earth as it is in heaven. Verse 33, all the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season. And this is a season that Esau is needed to be plucked up. You know, this is Salakia, the time of his calamity. You see? Matter of fact, since I mentioned it, let me go to Job 20 and This is Job 20, and I'll start at verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the. Esau is going to be swept off the face of the earth, man, after his 1,000 years of hardcore bondage is served. Remember, the scripture tell us to give her unto her double, as reward her as she has rewarded thee. Also, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So they're gonna serve 1,000 years of hardcore bondage, man, before being put out of the earth. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sins of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. You see, they have not been judged, since Cain has been a fugitive and a vagabond. Esau is a fugitive and a vagabond running from judgment, man. And his time is come. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Yet his meat in his bowels is turned, it is the gall of ass within him. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he hath oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him, and these are the workers, man. The people, the citizens of this place shall come upon him when he is about to fill his belly, when he's about to implement the RFID chip, the one world government. Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So while he's implementing these things, the Lord is going to rain wrath down upon him. He's not going to be able to fully accomplish these things that he's seeking out to. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Those missiles, man. It is drawn and coming out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall terrors are upon him. That glittering sword, those are missiles, man. These are how they described these things when they saw these visions, because they didn't know what they were. They wasn't invented at this time. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from Yahweh, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh. See, this is destined for Esau, man, because he was created to be the wicked. So this is the outcome that he's going to receive no matter what he does. He can't stop it. The Lord is not going to let him uh, 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 fully accomplish what he's seeking out to have this global domination and control, playing like he's the most high, man. Want to see and monitor and control everything, but you can't. Um, let's go to Obadiah. And I'll go to verse 18. I'll start at 15, Salakia. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Right. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. So the northern and southern kingdom coming back together. And the house of Esau for stubble, to devour Esau, man, to inflict uh payback on him righteously. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. This is just a precursor of what's to happen, on this land. So America, or AKA Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, the great horde. This is a precursor. This is a foreshadowing event of what is going to inevitably be the lake of fire, what the scriptures mention of is going to be America. Hope this been an edifying lesson. I'm going to say Kwam Yasharala, Shalom, and the Bible Ball.